Hey guys, welcome to another demonstration. In this video, I am going to show you how legal departments utilizing DocuWare, Make.com and Signable are able to store documents, process documents through a business, and ultimately get those documents signed by authorized third parties for approval. Let's dive right in and take a look. In front of me, you'll see a DocuWare login screen. DocuWare is a web-based solution that is available to any user anywhere in the world as long as they have a username and password, and can be accessed using either web browsers on a desktop PC or a laptop, or through the DocuWare app on a mobile phone. To log in, incredibly simple, click the login button, and in front of us will be displayed the core DocuWare system. DocuWare is completely customizable and flexible. It allows you to set the system up how you would require it as your business. For the majority of legal departments, this would involve working around matter numbers. To create matter numbers or new legal matters in DocuWare, it is incredibly simple to do. If we go to the Forms tab, you'll see I have a form here called Register New Matter. If I double click on this form, the Register New Matter form will appear. I'm automatically given a matter number. I can now come into the system, add in the matter name, which is customizable. I can type in whatever I want. Under the matter type, I am given a drop down of all of the available matter types that have been set up for me in the system. Again, this is fully customized and can be edited to whatever we need. I can choose the start date of this contract. I can either type the date in, or I can select the date from a list. Under the internal advisor name, I can choose the name of who within our business is going to be the primary contact for this matter number. I can then also choose who the third party contacts are within this matter as well. If I've got any notes, I can add them into here. I don't know, lease renewal, need to discuss term, for example. When I'm happy, click submit. My matter is now registered. I get a pop-up telling me so, and should I need to, I am able to then click new form to start the submission of a new legal matter. To view my matter register, again, the process couldn't be much simpler. If I go back to my DocuWare system, under searches, I have matter register, search matter register. If I leave everything blank and hit search, the system will go and find me every single matter that we have ever created. The system will show me the start date for that matter, who the internal advisor was, any comments, and the type of matter that was there as well. If I can't remember what the matter was, but I can remember a certain comment that may have been left against the matter, I can remember one of the third-party counterparties. If I type it into here, so if I type globe in the full text search, hit search, DocuWare is going to go and find any matter in our register relating to that word and return it to me. If I press enter, the system will then show me the original matter register document that we submitted, the time and date, and all of the other relevant information. Not only that, DocuWare has also highlighted on the document where it has found the word that I just ran my search for. From here, as long as I had permissions, I could come in and I could edit the information relating to this matter number. So I could say in here, currently the third party we're dealing with is Globe Industries. There's been a change to this agreement, and now we are also going to be dealing with Silver Limited. we can add those to the third-party information. Now, recorded under this matter, the system is now aware that we are dealing with two different third parties. Should I wish to see the documentation that relates or is stored against this matter, again, DocuWare makes this really, really simple to do. If I open up the toolbar down the middle, you'll see here under the related option, I have show documents. If I click this link, DocuWare goes and shows me or brings to me all of the documentation that is currently stored under this matter number. If I double click, you will see my contract opens up on the right hand side. To store more documents to this matter number is incredibly simple again. First of all, I'm going to receive an email into myself and store the email away. So if I open up my Outlook, what you will see in my inbox is an email that I have received containing an NDA for review. To store the attachment into DocuWare, if I right click Store in DocuWare, you will see I have the option here, Save to Legal. If I choose that option, DocuWare brings a pop-up into my Outlook. It asks me for the matter number, so I can choose matter number 89. It's automatically guessed, because it's an email, that the document category was correspondence and the document type was email. I can amend this if I need to. It's picked the date up from the date the email was sent, and it's picked the document name up from the subject of the email. Again, I can change these should I need to. If I have any comments or notes I would like to add against this document, I can add them here. Once I'm happy, I click Store. You'll see I get a blue mark against the email telling me it's been stored in DocuWare, and that document would now be visible to anybody in the department that has access to that legal matter with the relevant permissions to see the NDA. If I now close my Outlook down, go back to DocuWare, refresh my list, we can see the NDA is now available under this matter number. DocuWare also has built into itself the ability to version control documents as they move through the system. If we look here, what you'll see is the version overview tab is grayed out. This means currently there are no additional versions of this document. If I was to click the pencil, the document will be returned to me in its native application. In this case, it's a Word document, so it's going to come back to me in Word. I can then make edits to this document as I need to. So I could add a second email in here, for example. When I'm done, if I close the document down, I get a pop-up asking me whether I want to save the document. If I click Save, the document will automatically upload back into DocuWare. The version that I've just created is now the default version that is shown. Now, when I right-click and look at the version overview, what I can see is there is two versions of this document available to me in the system. I can double-click to look at the old version of the document should I need to, or I can look at the current version as well. Depending on permissions within the system, I can also set a previous version of the document back to be the current document that is displayed to anybody should they need to see it. To do that's really simple again. If I go to the out-of-date version, right-click, choose the Set as Current Version. That will change the version order. So what you'll see now is version 1 is the current version. Now, whenever anyone runs a search or looks for the document, the old version is what will display to the users in the system. Now, the final thing I'd like to show in this demonstration is the ability for DocuWare to create documentation for us. This could be templated documentation such as invoices, purchase orders, credit notes, things like that on the finance side. On the HR side, it could be contracts of employment, it could be new starter forms. There's a whole host of things we can create in DocuWare. For the sake of this demonstration on the legal side, what I'm going to show you here is a partnership contract that we request to be signed. That automatically goes out to the third party for signature. When the third party signs the document, we then automatically receive a notification within DocuWare that that contract has now been signed, so we can then action it later on in the business. To do that, I'm going to go to my Forms tab again. What you'll see in my Forms tab is I have the ability here to create a new contract. If I double click on this, the Create Contract form opens up in front of me. From here, I can select the matter that this contract relates to. I can select the contract type that I would like to send to the customer. So I'm going to send them a partnership contract. I can choose the name of the company that I would like to put onto the contract itself. And I can add the signer's email address. If I click Submit, I get a pop-up telling me that the contract has been submitted successfully, and a notification will come to me automatically when the contract is signed. If I go back into my DocuWare system now, what I can see is this contract has automatically been stored away under the correct matter number. It's been identified as a partnership contract. I can see that Globe Industries has been added to the contract template, and that the status of this contract is out for signature. The signer of the document has received an email telling them that they've received the document to sign. The email is branded, and we can customize the wording that displays on the document itself. If I click the link to sign the document will automatically open up for me within my browser. I can then continue to the document, and at the bottom here, it is showing me that I have 5 fields that I need to complete to sign this document. If I click Next, it takes me straight to the date, so I can choose the date that I'm signing. Next is the signature. Next is my name. Next is my position within the business. And finally, the company for which I work. When I'm happy, click Submit. I get a pop-up telling me that the envelope has been accepted and it has been successfully signed, and I can then close my browser as the signing experience has ended. If I hop back into DocuWare, what I see is the contract is now showing as a status of signed. If I double click, what I can see at the top now is there is now 2 documents attached to this contract. The first is the signed contract agreement, which is a PDF that's been received back from the signing solution. The second document there was the original contract in its original format. If I look at the signed contract, if I go to the last page, I can see the full signing audit trail of this document. So it shows me the audit trail that it's been through to show that it is a legally signed, documented, fingerprinted document. If I go to the previous page before, I can see the signatures and all of the information that was added when this document was signed. This gives me the full audit trail, the document signed, the notification, and all of the documentation relating to any legal matter or any document that I need to receive or process within the legal department. Really hope you found some value in the video. I've certainly enjoyed making it. If you have any questions, please chuck the questions into the comments. We'd love to hear from you, love to hear what your thoughts are. If there's any other processes you'd like me to look at or like me to document or to run through, be more than happy to do that as well. Thanks for watching.